Hello everyone, no sleep here. And I didn't think I'd be making a video like this soon because I'm making Christmas videos that will hopefully post before Christmas. But the Digital Circus decided to post their 7th episode. And at first I was like oh, surely this isn't like super lore packed. And I was wrong. I was so wrong. Because it is filled with lore. Everyone's talking about it. And I was like, I can't really talk about this to family or friends because they're not interested in any of this. But then I realized I have a YouTube channel. Albeit a small one. But I can just scream at whatever I want into the void, into this channel. And mostly it won't get heard. So I sort of stayed up late and typed out like a rushed, crappy script for the first time because, shocker, these videos aren't scripted. Because I wanted to make a lot of points for I wanted to talk about some symbolism that I saw other people talking about and a few theories that I had. Theory suggestions, the whole thing. Alright, so the symbolism is the red and blue symbolism that I saw a lot of people talking about. And I decided to look it up because Google is my friend for now. And the red symbolism, and we all know red means like love and danger, but since I've been getting like a Christianity feel from this, since like in episode 2, Cain was depicted as God, and there's the whole Cain and Abel situation, I decided to look up what it means in Christianity. And it means sacrifice and redemption, which is really on par for Jax because people are like, oh my gosh, Jax is like on the red side, and this is such a red-blue symbolism. And they're right. Like, I have a feeling he's gonna go through a redemption arc, whether he likes it or not. And then, blue, I really didn't get much with blue. It means what it means in general, like calmness and trust, divinity and affinity, which represents all the whole gang except Jax. They all trust each other. They're calm, they're collected, except Jax. Because he's having panic attacks 24/7. Let's see. What was the other? Oh, right. The left hand and right hand symbolism. If I'm not mistaken, which I hope I'm not, when Abel gets them the passes are like little right hands. I know my left from my right. I should know this. But he gives them like little right hand passes. And right hand means, let me look at my notes, hang on. Is linked to authority and rationality, and it also means divine favor in Christianity. Which, okay, I can take that. But in Cain's office, he has a left hand, a big left hand on that, on the, oh gosh, what is it called? The bookshelf. There we go. It hit me. The bookshelf. And that means judgment and restraint. Which I'm sort of thinking, like, he believes he can make all the shots, sort of like, he's sort of like divine judgment. Which also fits into, like, chapter 2, when Luke calls him God. Which makes a lot more sense now. Because, it also makes a lot of sense because he has all those, like, places and, like, little snow globes, sort of. So, I'd understand why Lou would see him as, like, this divine being that can punish in restraint. Alright, those are all the symbolisms that I saw or I was interested in talking about. There's probably a lot more that I'm just, like, not seeing or not wanting to talk about. But there are two things I also want to talk about, which is Abel and Jax. Because they had, like, big roles to play. Not that the others didn't have big roles to play, but they were, like, sort of like the main talking points. Now, I have a little theory, which is probably wrong, but I sort of think that maybe Abel may have been real, like an actual person. And the reason I say this is because of, like, the depth of knowledge he had about the circus and the comments he made about Kinger and Cain and the way he was just sort of like, make the right choice. Of course, that could have also been Cain's AI. I'm okay with accepting that I'm wrong. And I also wrote, like, a what, and if I'm wrong, this also could have happened. So, if he was an NPC, Cain could have roamed with false narratives, which is understandable because Cain only has, like, those 3, well, technically 4, because he did not show Jax that 4th one, which showed sort of like a dimly lit, abandoned office, which I was a bit sketchy about. But I'm not gonna think about it. Nah. But anyway, speaking about it, let's see, where was I? Wrote false narratives. No. Yeah. Made, pretty much, Abel, made Abel an NPC, but Abel could have gotten, like, smarter, realized he was an NPC. Because, like Abel said, he was watching them from the very beginning, which we saw, like we were able to see in like a few episodes. I only saw Abel in like a few of them. Not many. Of course, he could have gotten intelligent, formed his own opinions, like Gummy Goo. And like Kane said, he was getting too smart. He was becoming aware and maybe wanted to warn them before they entered the office. Of course, that's my takeaway on April. Is he good? Who knows? Did he have good intentions? Who knows? He's dead now. And that leaves us with my final talking point, Jax. Specifically the part where he had his mental breakdown. Where people suspected he killed someone. And I'm just sort of like, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I'm on the fence. Because those are also like flashbacks where he could have possibly stolen a car and ran away. Like, stolen his mom's car, ran away, sort of deal. But I wouldn't be offended if, like, he killed someone. Like, he did not want to go back for a reason. Whether it was, like, running away from bad family problems or actually doing a hit and run. Either one I would accept. Watch it be something else. Watch it be something else entirely. Neither of those. That would be absolutely hilarious. If it was none of those options. Oh no, he didn't run away or kill someone. He actually did option C, the option we never thought about. Just like, bruh. Oh yeah, that's all the talking points I have. At least those are the main ones I want to do. If you guys want me to like look into something else via the digital circus, or maybe like another like lore-ridden topic, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I really like looking into this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the digital circus. I'm really excited for the next episode. And yeah. Oh yeah, I heard that Ribbit got an official voice actor, and I'm so excited. I love Ribbit's design and everything. Ribbit is like my favorite character. I love Ribbit, man. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can suggest me more like weird things to talk about. Anyway, thank you for watching.